Namaskar. In this video, I am going to take you on a fascinating journey, one that began centuries ago when humans first started working together in small tribes and villages. Imagine a world where there were no offices, no interviews, no employee benefits, just people exchanging their skills for survival. As civilizations grew, so did the need to manage work, people, and their well-being. From the royal courts of ancient empires to the buzzing factories of the Industrial Revolution, the idea of human resource kept evolving, shaping the way we work today. And now, as we stand at the threshold of the AI revolution, a new chapter is unfolding, one where humans and machines work side by side. So fasten your seatbelts, because this story is about to get exciting. The nomadic era, spanning tens of thousands of years, shaped early human societies, survival strategies, and cultural evolution. As hunter-gatherers, humans moved constantly in search of food, water, and shelter, primarily inhabiting forests, grasslands, and riverbanks. They relied on their knowledge of nature to track animals, gather plants, and create simple tools. Unlike settled agricultural societies, nomadic groups fostered strong communal bonds, shared responsibilities, and crafted early art, leaving behind cave paintings and artifacts that offer glimpses into their existence. Nomadic groups were typically small, consisting of extended families or clans of 20 to 50 individuals. Cooperation and shared responsibilities were crucial for survival, with leadership emerging based on age, experience, or wisdom. Elders played a key role in guiding the group, passing down survival knowledge. Though they had no written laws, social norms and traditions helped regulate behavior. Decisions were made communally, ensuring group consensus in matters of migration and conflict resolution. Work was divided based on gender and physical ability. Men primarily hunted large animals, required strength and strategy, while women gathered plant-based food, cared for children, and made clothing and shelters. However, roles were flexible, with women sometimes assisting in hunting and men contributing to gathering. Early humans developed stone, bone, and wooden tools, including hand axes, spears, and bows to aid in hunting and survival. Fire was a revolutionary discovery, providing warmth, protection, and the ability to cook food, reducing disease risks. Nomads relied on cooperation to resolve conflicts, with disputes mediated by elders or settled through traditions. Conflicts between tribes were usually small-scale, arising over resources like hunting grounds. Spiritually, early humans practiced animism, believing that nature and animals had spiritual significance. Rituals, ceremonies, and burial practices suggest belief in an afterlife. Cave paintings and storytelling preserved history and traditions across generations. Migration was essential for survival, as tribes followed animal migration and seasonal plant growth. Climate changes such as the Ice Age forced human adaptation through improved tools, clothing, and shelters. These migrations facilitated the spread of human populations across continents, laying the groundwork for more complex civilizations. The nomadic era was a formative period in human history that laid the groundwork for social structures, survival strategies, and early cultural practices. Cooperation, adaptability, and resourcefulness were essential traits that enabled humans to thrive in diverse environments. While they lacked formal institutions or written records, their way of life provided the foundation for later developments in agriculture, governance, and civilization. Understanding the lives of these early humans offered valuable insights into the origins of human society and the resilience for our species. The transition from a nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyle to an agrarian economy around 10,000 BC was a turning point in human history, leading to the domestication of plants and animals, food surpluses, and population growth. Permanent settlements emerged, giving rise to villages and cities in regions like Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley at the banks of the river due to fertility value of the land. While stable food supplies, social structures became more complex, allowing for job specialization in fields like blacksmithing, weaving, bricklaying, and trade. As some individuals accumulated wealth in land and resources, social hierarchies formed, with elites such as landowners and warriors holding power while farmers and laborers formed the working majority. Governance evolved from kinship-based councils to structured leadership, where rulers managed economic and social affairs, wages, and worker protections. The growth of agriculture also spurred trade, as surplus goods were exchanged for valuable resources like metals and textiles, leading to the development of bartering system and early forms of currency. These economic advancements laid to the foundation of modern financial systems. Before the Industrial Revolution, economies relied on agrarian systems and small-scale cottage industries where artisans and craftsmen manually produced goods. Innovations like the spinning jenny and water frame revolutionized textile production, making traditional methods inefficient. Factories centralized manufacturing, leading to mass production and forcing many artisans to seek factory employment, transforming economic structures. This shift triggered mass migration from rural areas to industrial cities like Manchester and Birmingham, creating overcrowded slums with poor living conditions. Unlike agrarian societies where families worked together, factory jobs imposed long, regimented hours, disrupting traditional family dynamics and raising concerns about housing, health, and worker welfare. Industrialization introduced wage labor, where workers exchanged labor for fixed wages under structured schedules. Employers prioritized productivity, applying Frederick Taylor's scientific management principles, often at the cost of worker well-being. Factory workers, including women and children, endured harsh conditions, long hours, and hazardous environments, with child labor being widespread. Dissatisfaction with exploitation led to organized labor movements. Workers formed unions demanding better wages, reduced hours, and safer workplaces. Strikes and protests pressured governments to introduce reforms like the Britain's Factory Acts, which limited child labor and improved labor production. These movements laid the foundation for modern labor laws, including minimum wages and workplace safety regulations. The Industrial Revolution significantly influenced human resource management, emphasizing employee rights and well-being. The late 19th and early 20th centuries marked a revolutionary shift in how work was organized and managed, driven by Frederick Winslow Taylor, an American mechanical engineer. Taylor introduced scientific management, also known as Taylorism, which applied scientific principles to work processes to maximize efficiency. The 5 principles of scientific management included time study, motion study, standardization, functional foremanship, and piece rate plan. Scientific management influenced job specialization, structured training programs, performance evaluations, and workplace supervision. It laid the foundation for standardized job roles, ensuring efficiency and reducing ambiguity. Additionally, performance appraisal systems emerged to measure worker productivity, and systematic training replaced informal learning. Despite its benefits, Taylorism faced criticism for dehumanizing workers. The rigid work structure limited employee autonomy, leading to monotony, fatigue, and dissatisfaction. The relentless focus on productivity also strained labor management relations and ignored the psychological and social aspects of work. These concerns later led to the human relations movement, which emphasized worker motivation and well-being. Before industrialization, workers were skilled artisans who formed guilds to protect their rights. However, the Industrial Revolution replaced traditional crafts with factory work, leading to exploitative conditions. Workers had no legal protection. Injured employees were simply replaced. Realizing that unity gave them strength, workers began forming unions in secret. Despite early resistance and bans, they persisted, leading to legal recognition in the UK with the Combinations Act of 1824. By the mid-19th century, unions had become more organized, driven by factors like industrialization, poor working conditions, and political movements advocating labor rights. Unions began organizing strikes, forcing employers and governments to acknowledge their demands. Key battles played a crucial role in shaping the labor movement. The 8-hour workday movement originated in the US with the famous slogan 8 hours for work, 8 hours for rest, and 8 hours for what we will, advocating for fair working hours. As labor movements gained momentum globally, national trade unions emerged, including the Trade Union Congress from the United Kingdom, the American Federation of Labor from USA, and the All India Trade Union Congress from India, uniting workers in their fight for better wages, safer working conditions, and labor rights. As unions grew stronger, businesses had to listen. This led to the rise of human resource management, which introduced 3 important aspects. That is, number 1, collective bargaining to negotiate wages and condition. Number 2, labor laws ensuring fair wages and workplace safety. And number 3, employee benefits like pensions, health insurance, and paid leave. Working in a large factory in the early 1900s, with strict rules governing every task, was a serious concern since the nature of the work was repetitive and productivity was measured by speed, not by well-being. No one asked for opinion, and efficiency was all that mattered. This was the world of scientific management, a system that treated workers as cogs in a machine. In the 1920s, psychologist Elton Mayo led a study at the Hawthorne plant in Chicago, testing how lighting and rest breaks affected productivity. Researchers expected better conditions to improve output. Mayo's research revealed that employees were not just driven by pay but also by emotions, relationships, and recognitions. This led to the human relations movement, a revolutionary approach that emphasized treating workers as individuals rather than just laborers. The human relations movement was more than just a theory. It transformed how we work, proving that happy employees lead to successful businesses. Before the 1990s, HR in Indian organizations was largely an administrative function focused on payroll, record keeping, and labor law compliance. HR professionals were facilitators rather than strategic decision makers. However, with the wave of liberalization, privatization, and globalization, also referred to as LPG in 1991, businesses faced global competition, increasing the demand for skilled professionals and efficient workforce management. This transformation elevated HR from a support role to a strategic function. As companies recognized employees as valuable assets, strategic human resource management emerged, aligning HR with business goals. Hiring, retention, and talent development became key competitive advantages. Post-1990s, HR transformed from an administrative function into a strategic powerhouse that shapes business success, corporate culture, and workforce innovation. This professionalization continues to drive modern HR practices. Artificial intelligence is transforming human resource management, making recruitment, employee engagement, and workforce management more efficient. HR professionals now rely on AI-driven tools to automate resume screening, match candidates with roles, and schedule interviews, significantly reducing hiring time. Predictive analytics help forecast talent needs, while AI-powered chatbots enhance the candidate experience. AI-driven systems provide real-time feedback, track employee progress, and offer personalized career development plans. Sentiment analysis tools assess workplace morale, allowing HR teams to proactively address engagement issues. AI also plays a crucial role in employee well-being by monitoring work patterns, detecting burnout risks, and recommending wellness programs. Predictive analytics help organizations implement targeted retention strategies, reducing employee turnover. While AI improves efficiency, it also raises concerns about data privacy, algorithmic biases, and the need to balance automation with human interaction. To ensure ethical AI adoption, organizations must implement transparency, fairness, and continuous HR upskilling. Finally, it can be said that AI is an enabler, not a replacement for human expertise. By integrating AI responsibly, HR can create a forward-thinking, inclusive workplace that enhances both business success and employee well-being. I hope you enjoyed this session exploring the fascinating journey of human resource evolution from its roots in the prehistoric era to the dynamic integration of AI in today's HR landscape. Thank you.